admit these bruised victims? Because looking at what BC says, some people don't even want to live willingly, and their life is already on the cliff. Any moment it will just be open, and it will cut. Do you understand? So do you think that it is something that they have to willingly come to you, or when you now have such endearing cases, you move in, you swing into action, and you get out the victim?
Well, in confident empowerment, we have something called anonymous reporting. You know, because most of the time people don't feel it's a very difficult situation to talk about things that are going on with you. So when you report something like anonymously, we have like 2 people, even though we're still trying to partner with other counselors, like that can talk to them, because it's not going to be, because this thing happened over time. It's not just because, let me give you the reason why women stay. Let me give you just one reason why. In 1973, in Stockholm, Sweden, there was armed robbery, and this it was a serial killer. He held about 6 women hostage for 6 days. Then after that, he was convicted. But in court, the women were defending him. So that was where the idea of Stockholm syndrome came from. So what happened is that you are seeing a positive trait of your abuser. It's like you're feeling sorry for that person. So in a way, you feel like you want to help them. You can help them. But it is a learned behavior. This guy doesn't even see anything wrong with it. The reason why someone can change is if they realize that what I'm doing is not right. They can have that humbleness in their own mind, and that's why they can, like, you know what, I think, help. Yeah. But if they don't see it that way, some even say, hey, that's what got on, mommy, what taking here. It's not like that anymore.
My mom went through it, and she was okay, or this is what I saw going on.
Every marriage,
every marriage has its own
ups and downs.
Agree though. I want to. I mean, that's very. I mean, you should agree with
but
that.
Not beating,
come on,
not abuse, not sexual molestation.
Thank you.
So I know that you have a call number.
Yes, ma'am.
People that need help can reach out to. You see, in answering your question, I don't think any will have enough homes to accept everybody.
Right.
They choose to.
But if people are looking for a place to stay, to avoid being killed, they should have an option. There are people right now that they are looking for a place. They are ready to leave. They don't just have anywhere to go. Those are the people that we can then say, oh, you can then get help from the shelter. So how can they reach out?
Well, like I said, I'm not trying to give you a false information. The shelter is not 100% done. We're 90% done, but that's the goal of the shelter.
But what you do now is counseling.
Yeah, counseling, talk to people about it. We go to schools.
So if somebody is going through,
they can reach out. Yeah, of course. And we have an office in Akute. Yeah. So can I say the address is at 52 Manchester Shopping Complex.
You can read out the number.
52 Manchester Shopping Complex, Akute, and the number is 09134736562. 09134736562. And in case I want to reach out in the United States too, because we just registered in the United States too, 00914108423876. And we are all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so on.
I think the advocacy is a big deal. YK, you want to?
Yeah, I wanted to ask how many, once the shelter is completed, how many people can
facilitate?
We can take 6 people, but each room can take 2. Not just one person.
Can share.
Yeah, because it's a very large room, you know. But we're not going to reveal that location though, for safety reasons.
Because I saw a video very recently, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, a woman who had left her husband's house. It was on social media, and the guy actually called her to lure her that he wanted to come and appeal.
But he has a different motive.
And he eventually beat her to a pulp. You understand? So in situations like that, who is the first responder? Are we going back to the government, or are we coming back to the family? Because we cannot take out the family units from some of these things. And in quotes, in our Yoruba, in our side, they'll say, oh, that's why you were married legally. So they'll have to bring in your parents and his parents. But in this situation, to resolve the matter, but in this situation, who is the first responder?
Well, the first responder are professional help. For like counselors, because if therapists, like for example, when a victim of a domestic violence is speaking to maybe like a counseling, from the way she's talking, they can tell what's going on behind the scene, even because that's what they are trained about. And some of the time, our police officer needs to do. I mean, they are trying because some of the police.
I was going to ask you that exact question.
Okay.
Yes, please, because you were able. You found help for trauma that was repressed while being sort of what would have been penalized for the crime that you seemingly committed.
Yeah, I had a view. Right. So I think our government, the Nigerian government is trying, but I believe we can improve and do better, because some of these police too, some of them abuse their wife at home. Like, let's be real. Because I had a situation whereby a woman was telling this man, this police officer, that he was abused while she was pregnant, and the police told her to go back home to be a good wife.
Ew.
So most of the things we can do is like we can reorientate the police themselves, because in America too, it's a very, very delicate issue. Like, they are trained specially for that. So when people come to you and explain to you, even though you cannot even help them, you have this type of shelter. You know, their numbers. We only have 21 in all over Nigeria, and that's very, very too small. You know, so I believe with the help of advocacy and talking about it, we can have more partners too, and hopefully we can do better.
Yeah.
Maybe some people that are not even around you. Sorry, maybe some people that are not even in the country and their houses are just locked up.
Right.
They might even donate their house
to you, so at least you can have more shelter for more people.
We have a lot of free houses here that people are not living in, so we can also donate.
I've never seen
that. And I want to commend Lagos State government.
In Lagos.
They are doing. They have shelters, and they are really improving. And I believe, you know, as time goes on, everything's going to be.
So I would like to also, advise that in setting up the shelter here, we must first of all also pay attention to having maybe in collaboration with quite a number of therapists.
Oh, therapists, yeah.
Yes, because sometimes these women finally break away, but after a while, they are not used to the new normal you're trying to introduce them to.
That's why
find their way back.
That's why empowerment needs to come.
Yeah, now you understand that it's no longer a physical issue, it has gone mental.
Mental, right.
And it has to be dealt with from there, so that you don't have people, after rehabilitating them for a bit, the next 2 years they are back to the same home again, and then they come back. Because I worked with a non-governmental organization, Project Alert on Violence Against Women.
Right.
And I knew how, even with the shelters they had, these women would come, after a while, they are running back.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to
what they
keep
know.
what they know. You have to keep, talking to them, getting them healing.
Right.
So it's like a conversation you're going to have with your partners, the coaches, the therapists, and all of that, to set out a program for them that will take them weeks to heal from that situation.
We're also looking for other counselors, like to because it's not a one-man thing. It has to be a general effort by everybody.
In the space of advice, like she said, we have people studying psychology in the university, and there are many students that they are getting theoretical knowledge. We could partner with them to volunteer.
Oh, that's great.
She's a life coach, and she deals with all this trauma and all of that. She'll be able to help. You are still on TV, sir.
No, okay, sorry, my fault.
I would volunteer.
I would like to say that thank you for turning your pain into a gain for other people, and thank you for finding a way to turn that trauma into a blessing to others that are going to be benefiting from your initiative. Your story is very, very touching.
It is.
And I just pray that other people that have gone through, that are going through, or went through this, will find hope in the fact that you've been able to step out of that darkness into becoming light for others.
Yes,
what would be your final words as we're out of time?
Well, if you're going through domestic violence, you need to understand that it is not your fault, and you have to seek help. You have to validate your own emotion, because many times we want to dismiss how you feel. Your emotions are valid, they are genuine. You have to believe that, and you have to believe that you're not the only one. Like, it is not you. Don't blame yourself for it at all. This man learn it, and you have to seek help. You have to make sure you seek for shelter too, because safety first. And I believe with the help of the government, we can even do better on that.
Like you said, Lagos is doing a whole lot. We expect other states to take up the same thing.
The DSVR team.
Yes, I know. DSVR team is doing a whole lot. We want to have DSVR in every other state, bringing support to people going through challenges. Stop victim shaming.
Yes.
You said that. Stop victim shaming. Family members should provide support in the family. Normalize conversations around abuse. People shouldn't be victim shamed for talking about the abuse. Seek help when you need it, and validate yourself on that journey. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul Akinyemi Thompson, for contributing to the show today and for the good work you're doing. Our heart goes out to all the ones going through these challenges. That's what we can take on today's show. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.